Hey friends, it's still Friday. Well, it's another video on Friday the 13th. I'm giving this interview another introduction besides the one that's on it because I want to really encourage folks to watch it because a lot of you guys don't know who this next musician is. Some of you do. Belgian bassist, composer Guy Segers. Primarily with the band Univers and now with this band Eclectic Maybe Band, like Electric Ladyland. That's really a wonderful conversation with him. It's coming up. Please, please give it a watch. Hey folks, you know who it's right here. And I have a very special guest here, someone I want you all to know more about. This is Guy Segers, a bass player, composer from Belgium, who I've been listening to for a long time. First introduced through this band here, Univers. Guy, welcome to, thanks for agreeing to talk. Hello.
Thanks, hello. It's nice to be there. Well, I mean here, but there also.
Exactly. How are you doing? How are you doing?
I'm fine. I'm fine.
Okay.
It's a bit the winter cold, but it's okay for me.
Mm-hmm. Now, COVID was a couple years ago, but in a way, is that still impacting how you work post-COVID?
Yeah, very much. But already before, I had the impact of how I work because I was the only person to take care of my mother, and she had Alzheimer's, so I couldn't go where I wanted. And with COVID, it became even more like that, you know.
Okay.
To find another way to work and with internet and things like that.
Yes, indeed. Well, hopefully things are better now, hopefully.
Yeah, me too. I hope it's going to be much better because it's not nice what happened in the world.
Not at all. Well, speaking of that, I wanted to go to the music now. This is my introduction to your playing and your music. And I think that Univers, along with your bass playing, is historic and very unique and strong. And I wonder if you could just tell people a little bit about your background, how you started playing music and maybe how you ended up doing this music, perhaps?
Yeah, well, I started with friends. Until one moment I discover a guitarist is Roger Trigot, and then I had a band with him, and we rehearsed in the same room than another Belgian band called Arkham, which was very similar to Soft Machine. We were fans of them.
Yes.
And at some point, the drummer and the keyboard player went in Magma.
Yeah, wow.
But it didn't succeed for the drummer because with two drums like that, it was a bit complicated.
Right. That was Daniel Dennis, right?
Daniel Denis, ouais.
Yeah, Denis.
Yeah. Okay. And he came back to Belgium and tried to form a new band. And so he asked Roger and me to join with the trumpet player. And then we started more in a jazz field. What happened in these years was like Miles Davis, Tony Williams, Mahavishnu, etc.
Right.
And at some point we found out it was not easy for us to play like that because we follow American influence, and we were always too late with the information because there was no internet, and so we learned things 1 year or 2 years later than what happened in the States.
I see.
And also a matter of how to get these sounds, etc. So we asked at some point ourselves, why shouldn't we find out our own way of playing and find our roots to build around it. So
yes.
we start be interested in classical music
Mhm,
and also about history of Europe, how the church destroyed all the society and
mhm.
reform and make the music like real straight lines.
Yes,
And
yes.
we wanted to to bring that out, but at the same time, what happened? No, I
Mhm,
mean, so we mixed the things of kind of image of middle age and
mhm.
post-atomic image. We did that, and we
Very,
worked.
very successfully so, Guy. I mean, me here over in the United States in the Midwest, when I first heard the music several years ago, decades ago, um, it did first strike me as dark, but not in a negative way. It was like a knowing, a kind of like a wisdom of.
It wakes you up. That's the idea. But
Mhm,
many people thought it was too dark, etc., etc. So
Excuse me, I'm just grabbing some of your records here.
it took
I thought it was fantastic myself.
it took a long time before we were accepted because in Belgium, for example, still now we are unknown completely. You know, it's
Underground,
like,
it's like, yeah, yeah.
but
I try to tell people about you over here, and it's the same deal. Did you guys ever come to America?
no, not really. I went to airport of New York to fly somewhere else, and that's it.
Okay, but you
And
never played here. Okay, okay,
no played, no,
okay.
me no. I think the band of Roger present, they
Uh-huh.
went in the States, yeah.
Mhm. Now, present, were you involved with that at all? That band?
Yes, I was involved in several periods. I've been involved to replace a bass player who replaced me sometimes.
Okay.
But made a tour with the band because he broke he had an injury in his finger. So
Mhm.
I learned 6 days, 2 albums. It was amazing.
Wow, that's crazy.
But I know the people. I mean, it's
Mhm.
my family. So, and so I made also recording on the record
Mhm.
while I'm not really into the band and sometimes well because I had a record company as well, so I
Oh,
couldn't do everything.
okay,
Uh,
okay.
and yeah, and I produced records from Présent,
Wow.
oui, present in English. Yeah,
Okay. I maybe I have one of them. I don't realize it. I'll have to look at the credits.
yeah, yeah. I made many things like that. I had a record company called Carbon 7,
Mm,
and I produced like almost 80 records at the company.
wow, wow, wow. And so this is interesting to me. Did you have much distribution over in the States, or was it mostly in Europe?
No, it was more abroad in Europe. But it depends which countries. France,
Okay,
maybe. But England, for example, was very hard.
okay,
I had distribution in the States with Cuneiform.
okay. I'll have to look at your catalog. I might have something and not realize
Distribute-
it.
I distributed cuneiform in Belgium and Netherlands and
Wow,
so on.
okay. Well, this is cool. I didn't know this about you at all. This is way cool, Guy. You're the man. You're the man.
Still, I'm still there. That's a news that.
So let me ask you about this record cover. That's you? Is that you in the wheelchair?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
What's the story about this photo shoot?
It's the on the left side, the Roger Trigot
Mm-hmm.
uh, had a went in school of uh, um, art school, and there was a guy with him in school who made photos. And so we went to the place of that guy, and in the garden there was some little water and things like that. And so we make all these photos. We made the whole series of that, and of course with the sense of humor we had.
Exactly. And see, I get it. And at the same time, people that don't realize that probably thought you guys were being all doom and gloom, but I get the sense of humor about it. I do.
But this is not the original. The original was a drawing with a copy of Bruegel things.
Gotcha.
You know,
Gotcha.
painter.
Yeah,
That's a
this is a
friend.
reissue. Yeah, reissue. Yeah.
You see it, yeah. The
Yeah.
other side is the real one.
Yes. It's very hard to find. And so this is why I had to buy this. Like, you know.
This one, it's years and years that it's finished, yeah. It's no more.
Now
Yeah.
are you on this one?
Yeah.
Now I think this one is amazing. I think this music is incredible. Plus plus aller.
No.
Did I say that right? Toujours.
Toujours plus à l'est. Always more to the east.
Oh,
And this
okay.
joke also, because you know in Belgium we have a famous cartoon, Tintin, or you know that in.
I've heard of it. I've seen it. Yes, I have.
And there's a math professor, and he goes with the pendulum and say, "Oh, it's always to the east," and we said
Okay.
the other side. You know. It's a
Okay.
kind of answer to that.
That's wild. But the image takes you to a whole nother place. You know what I mean?
That's the Japanese record company who put this picture, and we said, okay, that's that in the mood of what we want.
Yes,
course.
it worked. I think this is amazing. Again, I think
Sound is interesting because there we were changing to a more electric sound, more open sound, and unfortunately it didn't went more on it. That was the last recording I did with the band.
Okay. What kind of bass were you using?
Fender Precision.
Wow, because it just sounds so big and unusual.
Well, I found out and still know I have to think about how I play, because I learned, as I told, as a autodidact, and I learned by pulling very much the strings, you know.
Yeah.
And the fusion bass players with Pastorius and everything came out.
Yeah.
Didn't understand how they played, and only now I start to understand they play very softly the strings.
I know, but thankfully you came up with something totally original.
Yeah.
And you know, similar to Yannick Top a little bit.
Yeah, it was a big inspiration, of course.
No doubt.
He also pull very much the strings.
Yes, very much so.
Also, he's tuned differently.
Oh, okay.
He's a cellist to begin, so he keep his bass tuned like a cello.
Wow. Now that's interesting. I wouldn't have known that. Very cool.
Very funny thing, when some of my favorite bass players is Yannick, of course, Jack Bruce,
yes,
Dave Roland, and the three are cello players.
That's true. Actually, you know, you're right. And Jack would play cello on his albums. That's true.
Yeah. That's what his first instrument. Huh?
That's wild.
Same for Dave Holland.
Yeah. I got to meet Dave Holland, thankfully. Yeah.
I saw him a few times too.
Yeah, quite the player. So, Guy, you played with a lot of amazing people. You played with Charles Hayward. You played with Acid Mothers. I can't even keep up with all the people. You're a real social person. You just meet people, or these things happen, or seems like you played with a lot of people.
The beginning, there is a good reason for that, is because we live in Belgium. country is so small that if you want to make a tour in Belgium, in 1 week it's done.
Yeah,
Max do.
I played
So
there.
if you want to play more in the country, you have to play with a new form of band.
Mhm.
So I played with Irish folk band, with the
Wow.
African band. I played with
Wow.
punk band. I maybe not really like a standard jazz, because I'm not a jazz player, and
Mhm,
that's
mhm, mhm,
to know that very well.
mhm.
So I never been, and also I'm not very interested in playing bass, like playing regularly, boom, 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 boom,
Right,
boom, boom.
the walking, yeah, yeah, you
I
have
like
to.
much rhythms, different
Yes,
rhythms.
yeah,
I'm crazy about that.
yeah,
So
yeah. Wow, yeah, you're something else. So what is the meaning of your band? Eclectic Maybe Band. Eclectic Maybe. What a name.
yeah. Well, first it's eclectic because I thought to myself, okay, I'm not going to make music like Univers or another band with who I played. I will play all the kinds of music I went
Mhm,
through.
mhm,
So will be eclectic, and also eclectic in I share it with different people from different sides of music,
mhm,
and
mhm.
most Belgium, but okay. No, with internet I could go further than that.
Right, right. Yeah.
But maybe band, because it's like a project. It's like a band, but without being a band, because you
I
know.
get it
But
now.
also phonetically, I thought, oh, that sounds like Electric Ladyland.
I didn't get that, Guy.
So it's kind of thanks
Electric
Jimi
Maybe
Hendrix.
Band.
It's a homage,
You
like
are.
this homage to Jimi Hendrix,
That's pretty good.
which is the biggest one, of course. No, we
I
lost
would not have ever gotten that. I'm so glad I asked you. That's way cool. That's very cool.
Buff.
Electric Maybe Band.
I
Okay.
don't take it serious, so it's let's go.
Well, that's what's so cool about this music is because it does have a range of emotions and settings,
Yeah, yeah.
and it's deep listening. It's not casual listening. Um, what's your? How do you compose this stuff? To me, is kind of like it intrigues me. I make music, but this is kind of like beyond me. It feels like.
Well, it started there's two sides of it. There's one side is completely improvised music, and
Okay.
one side written music.
Mhm,
Sometimes improviser overwritten music, but mostly written.
mhm,
So the written music, I started that years and years ago, but I couldn't work it because uh, I wrote some piece with that kind of instrument, and next piece with another kind of instrument. So I couldn't make a band like that with so much instruments, and
Okay.
it's too expensive in the studio.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
the fact that we can work with internet changed or to proceed, and so I can make different bands.
Right. Right.
At the same time, I want to keep the spontaneity of the musicians playing together, because
Mhm,
there's magic in it.
mhm,
So I take 1 or 2 days studio
mhm.
in a year, completely improvised with
Yes.
people I choose, but with one idea in the people I choose is there's always one person that not everybody know.
Wow. That's cool.
Very important, because otherwise you go to cliches, you know?
Wow. Yeah, you're that's really wise, actually. Yeah. So it keeps people on their toes.
Yeah.
People
So
are more
everybody, yeah.
People are more honest, perhaps, then, eh?
Well, they are honest, but I mean, even if you are honest, you don't control the fact that you know the other one and you know, oh, you're gonna have a
Yeah,
riff.
you're right. You're right. You're right
It's
about
gonna
that.
be honest, but it's there's more magic when there is someone you don't know, which
That's pretty
is a
cool.
nice person, but you don't know. So you have to be attentive more than
Mhm.
usually. And
That's pretty
that's
cool.
nice. So I put the two together and
Hmm.
I made alternative in the records, written music,
Hmm.
improvised, and I try to find the pieces who can be linked together as a one voyage, you know.
Okay.
For also it gives more space to breathe and then go into deep thinking again and
Yeah,
etc.
yeah, it's there. So is there a continuity of these three, or are each one of them a separate piece, or is there something that connects them?
Well, what I said is the connection. Maybe less on the very first one because there it was completely improvised
Is
from
this
the
is this
beginning.
the
Yeah.
okay,
So
okay.
after I start to think, wow, it's possible to do it, and so maybe I should think to have written pieces.
Hmm.
So
Okay,
the next step would be that some of the musicians also add some compositions, not only me, but
okay,
okay.
okay. Because the next one, there's a lot of people on here,
Yeah.
including Carla Dereck, who I've worked with, but I've never met, but I really like her.
Yeah.
Love her voice. And Martin Archer, and
Yeah,
just
and she's on the next one, but the one who is going to come, she is no more on it. She
okay,
should be, but we had a
okay. Yes,
different.
these things happen.
Yeah,
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 these things happen because she's on this one, but she won't
yeah,
be
yeah,
on the next one.
yeah.
Okay.
But
So,
okay, I did this also with people I know who are friends, and to 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 have the opportunity to play again with some friends and to have something nice, and
mhm,
also with people I could encourage to be in a project like Carla, but
yeah.
also the Spanish guitarist or
Mhm,
you know
mhm,
that I oh really the other people I know, for example on the last one and on the next one also
mhm,
there
mhm.
will be soon there will be four members of Univers Zero in the project already, but
That's
in different
cool.
situations, not
Yes, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. So part of what I would like to achieve here, Guy, by
Mhm.
talking to you and putting this on my channel, is to try to encourage more people to find out about your music. I really do think that you are deserving of a much wider, bigger audience. The music is really rich and original.
Yeah.
And I don't write like you, but what you do has been inspiring to me as a musician.
That's a very great thing you say because it's fantastic if I can reach that. That's the idea for every musician. If you reach somebody with Univers Zero, we had often this reflection that well, on the concerts, people said, "Well, no, it's not." But if the one person came and they said, "You changed my life," that the concert was miracle, very good, for
Yes,
us.
yes, yes,
Was the aim to do it. Yeah,
yes. Well, I want to thank you. As a music fan, I want to thank you for the fact that was your journey to make this music out of Belgium.
yeah.
Thank you for sharing it. I'm just, it's fantastic.
Oh, well, I'm happy that you talk with me. It's for me, it's an honor also to share something with you because I like also what you're saying, and I think that's the way to do it.
That's what it's about. Yeah, the connection to
Yeah, yeah.
people. Yeah. I
So
also, Go ahead.
how to feel about the music. Not only sparks things, like oh wow, just deep in the music.
Yes, it's a universal language.
Yeah. That's pretty true.
That's it.
The best one in the whole world. I think you, like me, and other people must think that every day. How is it possible that you can meet a musician that you never saw of your life from a
right.
complete different color, a completely different continent,
Yeah.
and play, and it works?
Yes. You find out that you're one and the same. That we
Yeah.
are.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So I also want to just say here, you don't have your copy of this, the new Mana Mirage.
No, not yet.
But I just want to say that again, I'm very, very tickled to be on a recording as the other bass player. You're one of the bass players, and I'm one of the other bass players on the record. So, and this is not the first one that we've shared, and that means a lot to me to be on records along with you.
We are not on the previous two?
Yes, I am. That's what I'm saying. I've been on 3 of them now. Yes.
Me and you are on the previous.
Yes. Yeah. It's very
I show
cool.
you if we meet in real. I show you how to say hello between bass players.
Excellent.
That'd
be great.
Trick we learned with the other bass player from Univers Zero.
That would be fun. I would like that.
Yeah, I tell you.
I would like that very much. Guy, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this. I just want to thank you very much for your time. And I know I'll be talking to you more, but I'm going to go ahead and share this on my YouTube channel.
Okay.
And
great, fantastic.
Your music is available through Discus Music mainly. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. And one more question: the Carbon 7 releases, are they still actively through Cuneiform or?
No. The company is finished since almost 20 years now.
Okay, so those recordings are all sold out.
No. But on my Bandcamp, you can find them. I still have some at my place. So
okay.
I saw on Bandcamp. Huh?
Okay, I'll be checking it out. You'll be getting an order from me pretty soon.
Okay.
Thank you so much for spending time. It's great to talk.
I'm very happy to be on that show because I looked also the other interviews, and for example with the bass player.
Percy Jones.
Jones he's a fantastic
incredible, and what a nice man. So humble, so humble.
Yeah.
And I also talked to Charles Hayward a while back, and you played with Charles.
Yeah. It's to play with him as a bass player is.
I would love it. Yeah, I can imagine. I would love that. I would love that.
I produced also a record on my company with Charles and me playing.
Excellent. Okay, I'm gonna investigate that stuff. Awesome, Guy. All right. Well, thanks again. Well, you take care, and I'll be in touch. All right.
You too. Take care, huh?
All right,
young man.
I don't know. I think I'm older than you.
No.
I'm
Go ahead. Almost 70. I'm 69 and I'm gonna be 70.
Okay, I'm 67 going on 68, so we're really close.
Yeah, but I'm the old one.
You're a big brother. You're big brother. Okay.
Well,
okay.
I think you're a tall. Okay, bye.
Take care, man. Bye-bye.
For the interview. Bye.
Yeah, awesome.